Today, we're going to take a look at a PayPal estimate email scam, and this scam may come in the form of a text message, even a phone call. What's happening here is that scammers are going to pretend to be PayPal. They're going to contact you by call, text, or email. It's going to say something like, here's your estimate. You have an estimate here. Click here to view it. Don't click any links in these kinds of emails. Don't call any phone numbers that it says, because that phone number is not going to go to PayPal. That's going to go to a scammer, and they're going to continue pretending to be PayPal on that phone call. So let's take a look at a few examples, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about how you can protect yourself from this scam, and also how, if you've already potentially fallen victim to this scam, if you've talked to scammers and you thought it was PayPal, I'll tell you what you can do about that. Here on Twitter, this person said, at Ask PayPal, I received an estimate I believe is fake. How do I get rid of it? I never requested an estimate. Here's your estimate. And then it says, a person sent you an estimate for $447.99. Notice there's a comma there between $447.99. PayPal would not make that mistake here in the US. There's a button there that says view your estimate. Do not click links in these kinds of phishing emails. They're trying to get information out of you, and you don't want to click links or call phone numbers that are in these emails. Thank you for your successful purchase using PayPal. Notice that successful and purchase are both capitalized. Big companies like PayPal are not going to make these kind of grammatical mistakes. Thank you for your successful purchase using PayPal for Norton antivirus. And then there's a space, period, space. That's another error. Amount has been successfully charged, another capitalized word, from your account, which will be shown in your account within the next 24 to 48 hours. If you haven't made this transaction and do not authorize it, again, that's not a complete sentence, and the A in authorize is capitalized. Call or reach us immediately. Reach should not be capitalized. At, and then they have a phone number. And don't call these phone numbers. They are scammers' phone numbers. They don't go to PayPal. If you want to make sure that your account is safe and you're a little paranoid, go to paypal.com. Make sure it is actually paypal.com up in your web address bar. Log in, enable two-factor authentication. Look up on Google how to do that if you want to do that. It adds an additional layer of security. It's called two-factor authentication. You can also contact PayPal maybe through like a live chat or through a message on their website, on their official website, paypal.com, and they can walk you through your account and hopefully make sure that everything's okay. This person here, PayPal is allowing scams where the scammer sends you an estimate for a purchase and then tells you to refund it if you didn't do it. Can anyone tell me this is real, not a scam? I got money invoiced on my PayPal the other day for crypto or something I did not purchase. Then the next day I got an estimate from some other person for money of crypto or something. If you aren't expecting an estimate, it's probably going to be a scam. But like I said, check your PayPal account. Don't click links or call phone numbers in scam emails and scam texts. And make sure before you click any links in what you think is an official PayPal email that it actually is an official PayPal email. If you see grammatical errors or things that don't make sense, that a big company wouldn't make those kinds of mistakes, don't click links, don't call phone numbers in those emails. This one here I translated. I got this email yesterday too. It looks like a new scam that uses PayPal's estimate/invoice function. I didn't know the hi email address, so I thought it was strange and reported it to PayPal without clicking at all. The screenshot here says estimate from, and it has a name, and then it says hi, and it has a space between part of the email address, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Here's your estimate, has another name here. Sent you an estimate for $1,679.99, SGD, and it has a view your estimate button. Do not click these kinds of buttons. And it has a note from the person. Your new internet connection, StarHub, is active now. You can enjoy your services. See all these capitalized words that should not be capitalized. Without any interruption, you will be charged amount mentioned in the invoice for any, and then the screenshot cuts off. But once again, there are some errors here, whether they're grammatical or, improper capitalization, whatever you want to call it. Big business is not going to do this. They're not going to make these kinds of mistakes. And the last tweet that I collected here, at Ask PayPal, I just got this email, which I presume to be fake and am ignoring, but some of your more gullible customers might believe it's real and start clicking links in a panic. I would hope you're up to speed on this kind of stuff. And if we click at one of the screenshots, this is to inform you about your recent purchase of $499.99. This charge would appear on your statement as pay-pal, which is PayPal doesn't have a dash. Binance within 24 hours. Binance, I believe, is a crypto company. Order info, thanks for choosing our services. And it has some information here. Again, pay-pal credit. There's no dash in PayPal. And going down a little more, merchant information. In case you did not make this payment, notice that there's a comma after in case. That's another error. Call our billing support, and that number is going to go to a scammer. Do not call these phone numbers and these scam emails. Toll free to cancel, for cancellation, blah, blah, blah. And there's the phone number again. And then it says all rights reserved at the bottom as if if the scammers have like got their legal stuff together. Give me a break. And so in closing here, I'm going back to one of the first examples about here's your estimate. If you receive an email that claims to be from PayPal or a text or a phone call and they're like, hey, here's an estimate, be careful because it's probably a scam. Have a look at it. If you're not expecting an estimate, it's even more likely to be a scam, obviously. Don't click links. Don't call phone numbers. Instead, if you want to ask PayPal here on Twitter at Ask PayPal, or go to paypal.com and you can ask them there, maybe in a live chat or messages or whatever it is that they offer on their official website. So you can talk to them and make sure that your account is okay. Also, make sure that your account security is up to date. Make sure that your password has been changed recently. Make sure you've enabled two-factor authentication. Go to Google to find out how to do that. Just type into Google two-factor authentication PayPal and it'll lead to instructions. Also, make sure that your email address that's associated with your PayPal account has an updated password and that you've also enabled two-factor authentication there too. Another layer of security, not a bad idea. My advice, if you've fallen victim to this scam, is to do what I just said, update your passwords, two-factor authentication, all that sort of stuff. I would immediately contact your bank. I would immediately contact PayPal through paypal.com. Make sure to cover all your bases and try to figure out exactly what it was that the scammers did after you supplied them with your information. But I do recommend, like I just said, don't just contact PayPal, contact your bank as well and change your passwords, two-factor authentication. I hope everything that if you did get scammed turns out okay. I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm trying with these videos in order to help people not get scammed. So if you want to, you can share your story down below. If you were scammed or if you have a question about this scam or any other scam, my comments are open down below. I do read my comments. I sincerely hope that if you have been scammed by this, that you are able to resolve it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my future videos.